Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from Jacksonville. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here comes the pack, and here comes Jordan Love. 5th season as quarterback, but Greg just his 2nd as a starter, waited his turn, and had a really good first year as a starter.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
On play action, Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Love. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Dobbs headed in motion. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. On 4th down, the Packers turn it over to Daniel Whelan to punt. Parker Washington awaits for the Jaguars. Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with a former #1 overall pick. Trevor Lawrence, their quarterback. 6'6", tall and talented. Greg, hard to believe, already is season 4 for Lawrence after his days at Clemson.
Sometimes we can make NFL football so complicated, Mike. There's different schemes, the personnel, different approaches to how to play the game. But when it all comes down to it, the best teams in the league, they simply just find a way to win. It might look different week in and week out. It might take 40 passes or it might take 40 runs. It could be a shootout or a slugfest. It doesn't matter. They are comfortable operating in all situations, and, man, all you got to do, like Al Davis said, just win, baby.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's over the middle to the tight end Ingram.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They run with the veteran, Dearness Johnson.
One of the key factors for having success in the run game, Mike, is winning at the point of attack. And what that means is every play, the linemen and all the blockers, they understand where the back is going to start and then where the back could end up. And having a good understanding of that and how it pertains to the defense is how you gain your advantage to have big plays like this.
2nd down, Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's going to have a 1st down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Once again, it's Bigsby. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Catch made right side by Thomas.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. This returnable with Reed. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Doubs that time. It's 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. The penalty yardage certainly helps. Now it's third down, and they need 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
We'll go play action with Love. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Running is Jacobs. Jacobs, first down and more. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Nice pickup there by Jacobs, and I really like this signing this offseason, Mike. I mean, with the departure of Aaron Jones going to Minnesota, they know how important that backfield is alongside Jordan Love. Can he help this Packers offense take that next step forward? And certainly done his part so far.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. That is into the hands of Wicks.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a first down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Once again, it's Jacobs. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal draws us even. It is now 3-3 as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Jags offense about ready to get going on their second possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us. And right now, this defense has no answers.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time. Rashawn Gary, former Michigan Wolverine, in there to take him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That one incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Love to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Great pre-snap identification by the quarterback, realizing that the blitz was coming and exactly where the soft spot in the defense would be. He's able to put that slant route right on the front shoulder pad of his receiver, leads to a real nice run after catch, and brings up first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So a field goal apiece here in that first quarter. All even, 3 apiece, the score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now, Jacobs. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. But some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, faking the give. That one intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Ronald Darby. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. He'll bring this up to the 22. Big T.J. Slayton on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, Bigsby. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jair Alexander up from the secondary to make the stop. Third and 5. On the handoff, it's Johnson. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
3rd and long. Dobbs headed in motion. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
He might have a new name on the back of his uniform. Remember, Mike, back in July, he went from Allen to wanting to be referred to by Hines Allen. But with all that being said, he is still the same dynamic pass rusher he has always been, and he is a handful for any offensive line, and this time, he gets in there for a sack.
Here's Daniel Whelan now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Jaguars offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Here's Bigsby. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll try and run here with Bigsby. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Jacksonville. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Packers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Back to throw is Love. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
He's got a man. It's Dobbs. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet, and we see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Love going to get to the ground, avoid the contact, and pick up a first down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Looking to keep a promising drive alive. It is 3rd and a yard. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the first down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Good blocking, and he's in. Jordan Love, touchdown, Green Bay. Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Packers take a 10-3 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The Jaguars offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That one's complete. It's Tank Bigsby. The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Lawrence. The outside, complete to Thomas.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And the rush gets there. He'll be tracked down. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On comes the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. A short gain up to the 20. This time it's the veteran Eric Armstead on the tackle. So we have reached halftime here, and the visitors from Green Bay out on top as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment, but for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Washington now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Javon Bullard there on the tackle. Second down, Lawrence. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Love. That's to the right side and incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
On 2nd down, Love. He'll go underneath to Jacobs. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, they go with Jacobs. And he'll get this ahead to about the 25-yard line. Packers set to kick this one away. On the return, here's Washington. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Lawrence will give it to Bigsby. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Lawrence now on second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Dobbs headed in motion. Look to hit him with a jet sweep here to begin this drive. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Up the sideline to the 40. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half, and he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
On the bootleg, it's Love. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
3rd and long. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun, it's Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line. So work to do starting with this 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Bigsby. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
2nd and 2, you're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss of 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. He's going to have that 1st down, gain of 6, as they convert on 3rd down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on 3rd down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. Open man is Davis. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. A run up the middle with Bigsby. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That one on target with Kirk. They've got it. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Once again, it's Bigsby. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain, that is a complete safety play.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking him down and took him down for a loss.
Jaguars ready to punt this one away. The visitors' offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there by the defender. He's able to break up the pass, but I think if he's able to get there just a little bit sooner, now you can get 2 hands on the ball and give yourself a chance to come down with an even bigger play and come away with the pick.
Dobbs headed in motion. He's going to go deep. Looking for Reed. And he's going to take this one all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Now it's McManus for the point after. The kick is good. And the Packers move out in front by the score of 17-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Jaguars offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
They'll try and run here with Bigsby. And he's going to go backwards again. They went to him twice in a row. The defense stops him twice in a row for loss. And now it's 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. The Packers offense ready to take over once more. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Once again, it's Jacobs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Love. That's into the hands of Wicks. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? The man in motion is Watson. Off the play fake. Here's Love. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
Little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work.
Finding room to the 20. And he'll be taken down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. They'll run with Emmanuel Wilson. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. In motion, Reed. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. Back to throw is Love. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on first down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question, 2nd and goal from the 2, what do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And waiting, no signal. He did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Packers add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Washington now to return it. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jags offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. On 1st down, Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Davis heading in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That caught by Davis. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Lawrence now. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch, stays in bounds, and he's got the 1st down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab. 10 yards the pickup there, and that'll get him a new set of downs. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll run right here with Bigsby. He'll be taken down after his short pickup. It's at the 27. Here's a 2nd and 9. A give left side here for Johnson. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
That one on target to Davis. He's got it. Not only did they convert on 4th down, they picked up a quarter of the field. A gain of 25.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball?
That is caught by the tight end, Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Jaguars are able to cut the deficit to 10. Even with 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning, they're going to try an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Jordan Love and the rest of the Packer offense ready for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, they face 2nd down and 7. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. It's the tight end Kraft in motion. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. This is going to be from 53 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers will extend their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the...
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
So the key to this 4th down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge 4th down stop.
Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football, and they do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Jags will use their 3rd and final timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.